I hereby knight you, Sir Duncan of the House of Donut. We have a new member of the family. That is a surprise avocado I ordered up. And in case you didn't know, one of the first things you have to do is, well, you water it and you kind of get it back to health. When it was a little rough when I got here, but the mulched wood is not good for avocados to be in, so you don't want to up pot this. You have to wash all the mulched wood off of the roots, otherwise it kills the tree. So we're going to do that real quick with a fun little twist. And just in case you didn't know, avocado is like a nice, loose, fast-draining soil. So I'm just going to mix in some equal parts pure building sand, perlite, and a little bit of palm cactus mix. You don't want anything that decomposes in there. So you're going to mix all three of these up. We're going to wash off the roots and plant that little guy in there. So now we got our mix ready to go. Next step real quick here is pick a nice shady spot. And what we want to do is we want to wash off. See, all this is just ground up mulch wood. No good for the roots. Right now, it doesn't hold a lot of moisture in them, so they dry out. It works, but first thing you have to do is get rid of all of this stuff. So I'm going to wash this off, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is what you're shooting for. You want every bit of that wood washed off of there. Get a little bucket, soak it, and try and be quick about this because, you know, you don't want these guys drying out. So try and do it on a cool day. We're in the middle of a heat wave right now, so upper 80s is about as good as we get. It's better than 110. So that is what you're shooting for before you up pot it. Well, we're all finished with the up potting. So we went from this to this. Not a big change, but mainly what we were doing is we had to get rid of all that bark before it decomposes. So now it'll start over in kind of a healthy medium, and we won't get rot when we up pot it into like a 5-gallon bucket. And the other thing is, when you wash all the roots off, the height you don't have to worry about so much, because when the roots loosen up, they can just kind of squish down in there a little bit better. So don't go crazy and putting it in too big of a pot. You'll drown them. And then put this guy in the shade, give it a little hosing. You know, if it's really hot, maybe even bring it indoors, put it by the window for a day or two, let those roots get established before you put it out in the sun and get it cooking. So give it a little cover for a week or so. This is a special avocado known as Surprise, but we're going to change that. So hit it, Austin. I hereby knight you, Sir Duncan of the House of Donut.